Chris Fossers, thank you very much. We welcome you into Eugene, Oregon for the final day and the final game here of the season. Jenny Ritter, Lisa Byington with you, Jane Sanders Stadium. Oregon trying to win, or actually has won now the outright title, right, with Northwestern beating UCLA. And what a weekend, too, for the Wildcats, right? Sinicki lays down the bunt, runners at the court. Oh, she got her. So Oregon had clinched a share with a win yesterday, and now the outright thanks to the Wildcats. Looking Luchar back at third base, and another out is made. Back-to-back outs here in the infield for herself. Just to get a better diet, work on her strength and conditioning. The 1-2, and she swings and misses. And Taylor's first strikeout. And she connects there, drops in just over the glove of Jones for another hit here in this series. And it's a leadoff single for Kaylin. 3 balls, 1 strike. Walked her. So 2 on.
It is something that Coach McDonald, I mean, they're close in every game, or a lot of games.
Struck her out looking. The 3rd strikeout for Grime.
And this is a pitch to me that obviously paying attention. And
hard hit ball to center field. Coffinger comes around. Michigan State strikes first. What a play.
An outstanding job by Smiley. Every pitch had been on the outside corner. This one just kind of fell a little over the heart of the plate, and Smiley puts an exclamation point on it, drives it right back up the middle, and Coffinger's speed allows her to score
for college career. The 0-2 to Wash. She goes fishing for it. The ball's in the dirt on a 3rd pitch strike. And it's a strikeout. A hard tripping ball to left field. That gets in another run for Michigan State. They go up 2-0. Anthony stepping in, and again stepping up big.
How huge for Mick Anthony to see this pitch, get her barrel and send it opposite side of the field, right down that 3rd base line. Scoring 1, but again, just seeing the ball and just trying to get her barrel on it was all she needed to do. That's what she needed to do as a pinch hitter.
In 28 innings pitched against the top teams in the country. A fly ball to center field, or to second base, and Kylan Jones takes care of it. A big inning for Michigan State.
But if you're Maddie Taylor in the circle, you got to be a little bit more confident.
And the pop-up there to first base, and Kaylin Cash.
Riley McCoy, one of those ones that had said that, and I loved the reaction, kind of in that photo, that was what you saw.
Maake drills one all the way to the fence in left center, charging towards second base, and a leadoff double. She's fired up.
Being down 2-0, if they're able to answer back inning to inning, it's kind of how it felt with that hit from Maake.
Yeah, all Oregon did was play ahead on Saturday. They scored in every single 2.
Well, if it makes them feel better, that foul ball would have evened it to a 1-2 count anyway.
There you go, spin it positively, and she goes chasing the 2-2. Struck her out. No doubt about it, and ending the inning, back-to-back strikeouts here from Maddie Taylor.
If we all had the same opinions, we wouldn't have depth in the Big Ten.
I love it. I love differing opinions. Dolezecki clears the fence, and a solo shot. How about the start for Michigan State? have to hold off on the postseason award discussion because this just happened.
Sydney Dolazecki, inside pitch, looking and sitting on that inside pitch, turns on it beautifully. This one just keeps sailing all the way over the fence. Another one on the board for Michigan State.
It's the table for a little bit of discussion. A pitching change is made with Grine being replaced by Sokolsky, who picked up the win and draws a ground ball out there. Sokolsky.
And to me, that means that she's one of the biggest difference makers.
Cash, fly ball to center field, and now 2 away.
And I guess my feeling from that perspective is that the depth of pitching staff for the Ducks
led this program not to a national or to a conference title, but to a different foundation level than we've ever seen them before.
Struck her out. Sokolsky doing the deed. Kind of factors in now to a Big Ten record. High there to Luchar. She draws the second walk of the game. And keep an eye on her. When she drew the walk in the first, she got that 52nd stolen base.
No doubt about it. I mean, 52 stolen bases.
There she goes for 53. She gets it. And Kai Luchar, a remarkable 53 stolen bases. On the
was actually happening and gets there on time.
Fly ball to left field, and it drops in front of Smiley. Luchar takes third. She's thinking about home base, and she'll stay put. And so Oregon creating some havoc here in the box.
And Luchar has been seeing the ball really well.
Walked her. The bases are loaded for Oregon.
And now you've got a hitter that's coming up that
drills it down between the 5-6 hole. One gets in. A second run for Oregon gets in. They've cut the lead to 1. 2 RBIs for Kedri Luchar.
finding that first pitch strike beautifully on that outside corner and sending it opposite side of the field. Through that 5-6-0, like you said, with the defense moved in, and as it hits the ground, those runners moving allows 2 to score.
Lined out in the second inning. And she connects the bouncer to short. They get one, an errant throw at first base. It'll plate another run and tie it at 3 as Legg comes home. And the errant throw went all the way into the dugout. So Cox can take second base.
So trying to go for the double play. The throw ends up like well into the dirt, whether it slipped out of the hand.
Maike crushes it and gives Oregon the lead.
Stephanie Maike, what a shot over the fence. Seeing this pitch over the heart of the plate. This was a no-doubter. You could hear it off the sound of the bat. Look how far, how deep that was. I have seen Stephanie Maike find a way to...
2-2 strikes her out. First batter she sees.
Without that, the same speed on all her pitches. Didn't fool anybody. Got to introduce that. Got shot out.
Flannery, fly ball to the left side, and charging in is Smiley. Had 3 outs when she was inserted in the third inning, the top of the third. After Grine had given up the solo shot and back-to-back strikeouts. Now for Sokolsky. One to Colette Allen to end the third. Off the glove of Sokolsky, but the defense handles it here for Oregon. Kaylin Jones, no problem. Another put out for the Ducks.
It's the lead here. Wind out of their sails a little bit.
Janae Walsh lets it fly. That one's gone. Michigan State fighting back with the solo shot. In her 6th year, last game of her career, she's going to go out in style.
And maybe Janae Walsh heard me. I stand corrected. A little bit of adrenaline and energy right back in Michigan State's hands. This shot back in the gap and out of the park. She knew it immediately after she connected.
And she drives one to left. Fair ball. It'll be a deep single.
That's certainly what she's trying to do.
The 0-2 to Greer with 2 outs. Again, another fly ball by this Michigan State offense. It is Kedri Luchar.
In terms of it, a hitting geek. You know, somebody that just knows the nuances of hitting, her ability to teach it, to know it.
And that's playable in foul territory. The catch is made by Hawley. Team just balanced all around. You know, one of the top 3 defenses in the country. You got the wins leader in the country in the circle. What a grab! She's the 3-1. Walked her. And the base stealer, Sinicki safe. Her first. Riley McCoy. Taking the 3-0, and she's walked on 4 pitches.
And getting an offering.
Hard ground ball to the second baseman, Hannah Greer. And Michigan State gets out of it. Home run in the 3rd inning. Michigan State went deep a couple of times. A hard ground ball to Sinicki and one away. Michigan State, no say, winning by 2, 6-4 against this Oregon team. And a driven ball, a hard driven ball by Hawley, and her first hit of the series. From Illinois as well. They took one, you can add Oregon to the list. Cash with a big swing, but the big miss. And now 2 away. Sokolsky is kidding. Hit him to that fielder's choice in her last time up. Generated actually an air throw. Oh, no doubt about it. Cox goes yard.
I love it. That was one of those no-doubters.
Rate of success. 2 hits on 3 pitches seen. Unbelievable. And she finally, Michigan State figures out a way to get her out.
It's no wonder the crowd got excited on that pop fly.
I got excited on the pop. It was the most exciting pop-up that we've seen here today. Ground ball out, and now 2 away.
That was her pitch all day long.
How about another? Katie Flannery off the wall. Extra bases coming. And a 2-out double for Flannery. Fouled out in the 4th inning. Brazy Rosa pinch hit for her in the 2nd inning. Inside, couldn't get around on it. And the 3rd and Sokolsky stays in here for Oregon and will face the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. First pitch swinging for Macy Lee. 1 pitch, 1 out. The Big Ten tournament coming up next week, helping them out a little bit by beating UCLA. And that's got to give, the Wildcats some momentum going into the Big Ten tournament. Hard ground ball by Smiley. She's connecting nicely here today. Her 2nd hit of the day. Had that
On the in, a little bit lower in the zone, you bring it out. Again, the more you're able to mix those, the different it is. But Wash has been seeing the ball well all day, in my opinion.
Quite a few foul balls. Caught her looking. Kind of a delayed 3rd strike.
Finish to back him up. All those hitting stats.
After all that, walking Conroy. Those numbers, by the way, for Oregon entering this weekend. But now 2 on and 14 strikeouts. Did she get number 15 here of the series? Off the end of the bat, a fly ball chasing it down. Kedri Lushar galloping to make that play.
Something a little bit special for her, and I think a solid senior class and a solid freshman class she talks about.
Lushar pops it up in the infield as Conroy calls everyone off for the 1st out.
Take it off, I want to go right to the next pitch, and again, times are different now, and this is what the pitchers and catchers are growing up with.
3 balls, 1 strike, walked her. And the 2nd, that's probably the first thing Michigan State looked at Saturday night. There goes Sinicki. Safe once again, and her 2nd stolen base of the day. Series. They've got 6 hits today, 5 for extra bases, 3 doubles, and 2 home runs. And McCoy, a hard ground ball. Cash, what an unbelievable job to control that and get the out as Sinicki moves over to show about the 1 through 4 hitters, the dominance that they've had here in this series. 1 pitch, it's Kedri Lushar who scores Sinicki. And some insurance runs, and Lushar's going for 3. How about a double or a triple? She stretches it out.
To show off she's a little bit as fast as her sister Kai. But talk about the speed that she has. This drives all the way through into the gap, all the way to the wall. As soon as she sees it hits the wall, she does not stop. All the way.
And another possible run 60 feet away. Hard ground ball to Hawley. And gets Michigan State out of the inning. Last chance for the Spartans. And she cranks one deep away to center field. Wow, she's got another. Her 9th homer of the season and her 2nd of the day.
To bring the momentum back to her team here in the 7th. Lifting this one over the fence. Almost straight away center. Just seeing the pitch that she likes. You can see the energy. This is what the Spartans needed.
A sprint team here this series and this weekend. Here's the 1-2. Hawley puts it in the air. That one back to the warning track all the way. Almost to the wall as Kai Lushar makes the catch. Atrum discount us in the softball world, and that she's tired of it. Inside look gets her. Strikeout number 6 and out number 2. Senior, possibly her final at bat, and she takes the first pitch deep. Ah!
about you, Lisa, but I'm grabbing my popcorn and I'm sitting back and watching this. Because this is putting on a show if you're Michigan State. Colette Allen connecting with that pitch.
Brings up Macy Lee, a senior captain on this roster. She swings at the first pitch. It is a slow dribbler to third base. The scoop, she's safe. Couldn't dig it out of the dirt. Riley McCoy tried, and they changed it. After the discussion, game over. Oregon survives this late Michigan State charge.
And this just in the dirt, but she picks it up. Definitely an out here. McCoy definitely making sure it was an out. But what a battle from Michigan State to bring this an interesting game here near the end. For the Oregon Ducks, offensive battle comes out with the win here, and Elise Sokolsky, solid job in the circle defensively to come out with the win here.
Yeah, and the next game for the Oregon Ducks, by the way, the outright Big Ten champs and the #1 seed in the tournament. They'll face the winner of Wisconsin-Michigan coming up at 1:30 Pacific on Big Ten Network. Again, we're proud to bring you the entire Big Ten tournament once again this year from Purdue.